My new manager humiliated me daily, thinking I was a desperate temp, not knowing I was the regional auditor sent to investigate why this branch kept losing staff. I've always looked unassuming, soft-spoken, plain clothes, the kind of person nobody looks at twice. So when corporate flagged one retail location with a turnover rate triple every other store in the region, 3 resignations citing hostile conditions in a single quarter, I was the obvious choice to go in quietly. I'd pose as a new seasonal hire, wear an audio recorder clipped inside my bag, and document everything. HR was looped in. If anything escalated badly, I had a number to call and people ready to step in. I showed up for my first shift with a lanyard and a nervous new kid smile. The store manager looked me up and down and sighed like I was a burden that had landed on her doorstep. Great, another one who'll quit in 2 weeks, she said, not even bothering to lower her voice. She walked me to the back and gestured at a windowless stockroom corner with a broken stool. That's your break spot. The actual break room is for permanent staff. I could hear laughter from that break room down the hall where her favorites lounged on their phones. I understood instantly what kind of place this was, but I reminded myself why I was there. The first morning, I went to clock in at the main terminal and she stopped me. Temps use the loading dock punch clock, and you don't get the 15-minute breaks. Those are for real employees. That wasn't policy anywhere in the company. I said nothing and logged it. By midday, I hadn't been allowed to sit once, while she sent me to do the heaviest restocking alone, then wrote me up for being too slow. The assistant manager was quieter, but somehow worse. He cornered me near the freezers and said low and flat, "You should be grateful anyone hired you. People like you are replaceable. We had a girl last month thought she was something special. She's gone now." He said it calmly, like he was reading a shipping label. I thought about the 3 names in the resignation file, and how each of them had probably heard a version of that exact speech and believed it, but the part that twisted my stomach wasn't aimed at me. There were 2 younger workers there, a college kid and a single mom barely keeping her schedule together. I watched the manager scream at the young woman over a misprinted price tag until her hands shook and she went to the bathroom to cry. I watched her deny the single mother a shift swap she'd begged for to attend her son's surgery, then mock her for asking. I had to grip my clipboard until my knuckles went white to keep from breaking cover. Every instinct said intervene now, but I knew if I moved too early, with too little, these 2 would smooth it over, lawyer up, and keep doing this to the next person. So I stayed quiet and I gathered. On day 4, the single mom slipped past me restocking and whispered without looking up, "Don't push back. It only gets worse. Just survive your shift." Then she was gone down the aisle. By the end of that week, I'd recorded enough to bury them. I waited until the manager pulled her favorite move. I'd accidentally left my approved time off request in the system for a doctor's appointment, the kind every employee is legally entitled to. She marched over, slapped a write-up on the counter in front of the whole floor, and started in. "You think you're entitled to special treatment? Keep it up and I'll make sure you're terminated and blacklisted. I've done it before. I'll do it again. Nobody will hire you when I'm finished." There it was. I smiled. "Actually," I said, calm as anything, "let me save you the trouble." I set down my badge, not the temp lanyard, my real one, on the counter. "I'm the regional compliance auditor. I've been documenting this store all week." Her face drained of color. The assistant manager, who'd drifted over to enjoy the show, froze mid-smirk. I told them HR and 2 corporate investigators were waiting in the conference room upstairs, and that everything, every threat, every illegal denial, every word was recorded and logged. The manager's mouth opened and closed. Nothing came out. As they were walked upstairs, I turned to the young woman who'd cried in the bathroom, and the mom who'd whispered to me, both staring in disbelief. "Your shifts are safe," I said, "and your schedules are mine to fix now." The store reopened weeks later under new management. The single mom got her swap, and her son came through surgery fine. As the old manager passed me on her way out, stripped of her keys, I said 5 words. Should have been kinder to temps.